Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our first Friday session of the day. And I'd just like to point out that if you jump over to my YouTube channel, we've posted over the last 2 days some new trainings that are going to literally lay out and demonstrate to you some of these live texting tactics that can have you making sales literally on a daily basis. So you go to youtube.com/free leads, and we're going to demonstrate, the whole process, and we like to do it live. Now, here's the deal. Social networks are a perfect place for you to build your network marketing business. It is a free pool of leads. You don't have to buy them. Your Facebook page is free. The access that you have to people is free. It is absolutely free. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to jump into some accounts and we're going to demonstrate how this process works, okay? So first what we're going to do is we're going to look at Georgiana, and I'm going to unmute her. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is Mark James Berg. Do you know him?
No,
Okay.
not at all. I met him this morning.
Okay. So let's take a look and see who he is. So he's your friend, and he just made this post on the 2nd. And so let's take a look and see. What does he do? Now notice, by the way, that even though he's your friend, he doesn't realize that he's either he's invisible or he hasn't taken the time to do anything on here. So clearly, this is where, your subtitle social media expert is appropriate. So we don't know very much about him. And let's see, there's no details. So let's take a look at. Now, is he a new friend or has he been a friend of yours?
Yes, this morning.
Okay. All right, so he's posting a little bit. All right. Okay, now, lesson to be learned.
Okay.
Bogus profile. All right? Bogus.
How'd you know that?
Well, you know it because A, there's no details.
Ah.
No details. The only thing you see on his page is a post he did on February the 2nd. You come down here, January. This guy hasn't done anything since 2010. Okay?
Ah.
So this man has, and to tell you the truth, you have no idea if it's a man. You have no idea anything about the guy. So let's come over here and look at the conversation. All right? So we're reaching out to the man. Okay. What do you do? Okay? What do you do? And this is such bullshit. Okay? I'm a petroleum engineer by profession. I work for an oil company. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Are you there? Okay. How long? How long have you been doing that? I've been in this job for years. Okay, now, what did you do before? Or what prompted you? All right, to your husband, okay, but this is all, and when they use language like that is it, my dear. you know, give me a break. Give me a break.
And you're right, because in the end, it was bullshit.
The whole thing is bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. And you know, I'll tell you something. As long as we're talking about bullshit, I really, you know, we did something in boot camp last night, and as long as we're talking about bullshit, let me pull this up. Because I have to tell you, I am really getting tired of all the bullshit. And when I say tired, it absolutely drives me crazy. So here we go. This was last night's session. And okay, here it is. Okay. So the difference between who you are and who you want to be is determined by what you do. And the size of your business by the end of the year is going to be determined by the number of people you talk to and who those people know. Okay? So there is a lot of bullshit out there. There are people that are throwing good money after bad, learning things that will absolutely not have an effect on building a network marketing business, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I know there's a lot of you out there that are affiliate marketers, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with affiliate marketing. And some of you are affiliate marketers, you're marketing things. Some of you are just getting started in affiliate marketing and are struggling because you have to put all these things together before you can market and sell, and I'm telling you, you don't. You could start, if you become an affiliate marketer, you can start selling tomorrow before you set up your blog, before you do all these things. But there's a lot of people out there that are being misled. And so gullible entrepreneurs are being led to believe in the wrong new school. The old school, friends and family, use the telephone, friends and family, or your warm market list, the 3-foot rule, networking, going out there and meeting people, prospecting strangers, and buying leads and cold calling. This is the way network marketing has been built for years. All right? Now, the new school that's being promoted is, well, we use attraction marketing. We use capture pages. We build lists. We do internet marketing, and they threw out Web 2.0. And then there's automated sales funnels, and there's no selling. No selling. And the truth is, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You know, the old school and the new school using social media. We take the old school, okay? We take attraction marketing, we put it over there. We still go with our friends and family because we're connected to them on Facebook. You got a warm market list, the 3-foot rule, networking, and prospecting strangers. You can do all of that with a phone and a computer. We don't have to buy leads. So, easy direct access to 2.5 billion people. The Max method is the new school. Okay? So first and foremost, let's talk about these different elements. Attraction marketing on Facebook and LinkedIn can draw people to you on a daily basis without spending a dime. All you need is a profile. That's it, a profile. Nothing beats fast and free. Go down to the next one, friends and family. Now, it's easy to connect with your family and friends. Probably you're already connected to them on Facebook. So you do a few simple things on a daily basis, and they're going to get curious about what you do. They're going to ask you about your business. You don't have to chase anybody. Warm market list. It's easy to locate and connect with everyone you like and have ever known. Again, you do a few simple posts. You do a few simple things like changing your picture, and you engage people. They will ask you about your business. So again, you don't have to chase anybody. How about the 3-foot rule? Well, when you're sitting in front of your computer, you're within 3 feet of 2.5 billion people. But if you have a phone, it's not 3 feet. It's 3 inches. And again, it's easy to identify perfect prospects, make sales on a daily basis. Networking. There is no easier way to network than on Facebook and LinkedIn. You have easy access to perfect prospects because you know all about them prior to making contact. Do a few simple things on a daily basis. They'll ask you about your business. We're talking about instant gratification. Now, who doesn't like instant gratification? How about the next one? Prospecting strangers. Again, it's easy to identify perfect strangers, perfect prospects. See, no one's really a stranger because you know more about someone by reading their profile than if you live next door to them for 2 years. So is it really prospecting when you know where the gold is? I was on a call earlier this morning, and last August I was at a isogenics event out in Vegas. And a number of people were coming up to me and saying, Max, all these new millionaires are walking across the stage. And they're all saying, hey, we did it, Facebook. Everybody's talking about Facebook. Nobody is talking about LinkedIn. How come? I said, if you knew where there was a pot of gold, would you be telling your competition? Now, new school benefits. You save time. You save money. No need to buy leads. Cold call or advertise. You have an endless supply of free, pre-qualified leads. No selling because people will email and call you. You simply give them what they need and want. No rejection because you're only talking to the people who tell you they need and want what you have, so you never experience rejection. Instant gratification. Connecting with perfect prospects is as simple as picking a green M&M from a huge bowl full of candy. And immediate results. Connecting with perfect prospects, again, is as easy as reaching into that bowl of candy. Make money today, tomorrow, and every day in the future. You make money faster from your personal profile, from your profile on Facebook, from your profile on LinkedIn. And it's fun. It's so much fun that it's almost addicting. So, affiliate marketing, as described below, is not the new school. First, it's too technical for the average person. I'm not saying that some of you are being led down a path where you have to learn how to do this, you have to learn how to do that, you have to learn how to do this. No, it takes too long to make money. It's not cost effective. You have a higher attrition rate than people in network marketing. It doesn't create residual income in most cases, and it doesn't duplicate. Bullshit. This is the real school of network marketing. Pure and simple. Now, it all comes down to prospect identification. So this clown here, God knows why this person's here. I have my own I have my own feelings about that. So who's the next one we're going to look at?
Okay, the next one I did was Dave Oakley. I hadn't talked to in years and years.
Okay, so this is somebody that you know.
Right, went to school with him.
Okay. And when was that time you talked to Dave?
20 years ago.
Okay. So we know Dave is real. And now we'll look at his page. And is that his wife or his daughter?
I think it's his wife.
Okay. So let's see, what do we know about Dave?
Me personally, or are you asking
No,
me?
no, no. I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking on his page to see
Okay.
what Dave is telling us. Now he's got a picture of it. Looks like some folks up in the military, and so he's a little political.
A lot political.
Okay, so it's his wife. This was back in 2016. So let's look at the conversation. So he responded to a joke he posted. Okay?
Correct.
Happily enjoying retirement. Which one was that? If you think no one cares if you're alive joke?
You know what? I don't know which one. I posted tons of them.
Okay. So, glad you like my joke. What are you doing these days? Happily enjoying retirement in Texas. Wife is an OR nurse. Had to get away from the cold and the snow. Okay. So, I have a friend who's a nurse for the transplant area at hospitals. She travels all over to do that. What did you retire from? Okay. Worked in machine assembly after the army at blah, 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 blah. Ended a few years ago with some health issues. Came down with cardiomyopathy and wanted me on a transplant list. I refused. Went herbal and outlived my expiration date. Life is good. Let's see. I met up with Steve. Hadn't seen him since 1901. We also call a good friend. I believe fun reconnecting after all these years. All right, so you come down here, and he retired in. So you come down here. Now notice, he didn't ask you about you.
Right.
He didn't ask you about you. Okay. So let's see here. So, so you're throwing. You tell, hey, you're using it as far as I'm in the real estate for 20 years. Plan on traveling next year thanks to my growing internet business. Are you working on any side jobs or just living the retirement life?
While I was looking at all this, I'm looking at my scripts. I'm looking what he says. I'm looking at my scripts. And I thought, oh God, what do I say now? So I just threw out, what does your wife do?
Well, except that he told you what his wife did. He said that right at the very beginning. So let's look at where you met. Let's look at a couple of things that you could have done different. Now, you have to also keep in the back of your mind that not everybody that you talk to is going to be a prospect for your business. So it's okay if he's not. All right, so we come up here, and what are you doing these days? Happily enjoying retirement. Make it a rule. You never want to type more than the other person. Okay? So let's look at let's look at how you answer this. Okay? How to get away from the cold and snow. Yeah, I understand that. I have a friend who's a nurse transplant for a hospital. She travels all over the world. It's totally unnecessary. He doesn't care if you have a friend. It doesn't matter what your friend does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now you could say, yeah, you could say warm is so I understand that. Warm is better than cold. What did you retire from?
Ah.
Okay?
Shorten it up.
Well,
Gotcha.
well, the thing is that you're talking too much.
Okay.
All right? You're talking too much.
Yep.
So I said, what did you retire? Now, I wouldn't have said, now, happily enjoying retirement. Really? Now, what did you retire from? It's not bad, but I would have asked, well, how long have you been retired? And then I would have asked him, and how old is he?
My age. Same age.
Okay. You want to throw out a number?
Sure, 65.
Okay. So he's in the retirement category. In other words, if he'd come back and said, hey, I'm enjoying retirement, and he's in his 40s, be a little different.
Right.
So, okay, so he's happily enjoying retirement. How long have you been retired? Well, a couple of years. So what did you retire from is the perfect question because you're both the same age and he's at the retirement age. So this is good. So this is good, this is bad.
Okay.
All right, now we come down to the next part. Worked in machine assembly after the Army, ended a few years ago with some health issues. Came down with cardiomyopathy in 1990, so that's 28 years ago. Wanted me on a transplant list. I refused, went herbal, and outlived my expiration date. Really? Life is good. Life is good. All right? So, what kind of questions would we ask here? Okay? So, let's see. You take it line by line. Worked in after the Army. Health issues. Came down with and wanted me on a transplant list. I outlived the expiration date. Life is good. So, what do we know?
I took everything I had and I looked at my note that you said.
Okay, so here's
focus on what they're
right.
saying and not what I am, because
Right.
I want to say, oh, I'm in herbal.
no. So I refused, went herbal, and outlived my expiration date. All right. So so he's retired. We know what he does. And what did you retire from? So you see, we don't know when he retired. Okay? So, he came down and wanted me to transplant. So did he retire 28 years ago? I mean, when did you retire?
I got you.
Okay? Now, when did he retire? And that's why I say asking this question, when did you retire, would have been a better. I'm enjoying retirement. When did you retire? Did you retire last year? Did you retire? When did you retire? Well, you got the answer. Okay, he retired. It looks like he retired. So I guess I would have asked him here. So when did you retire? You don't know. You don't know. When did you retire? If he retired 28 years ago, well, how are you surviving financially? Well, he's got retirement disability.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we come down here, and again, as far as me, I've been, this, all of this.
Is just filler.
He didn't ask you any question. Now, you want to be conversational. So you could have said, yeah, I agree, man. It's fun to connect with old friends. I'm having a ball on Facebook, hooking up with everybody that I know. Now, are you working on any side jobs, or are you just living the retirement life? So this is a typical mistake. You're asking a question, and then you're trying to answer it. Okay? So are you working on any side jobs? A better question. Questions need to start with the words who, what, when, where, how, or what. You start your question with any one of those words, you get an open-ended question. So another way to ask this question, well, what are you doing? What kind of work are you doing on the side? Okay? But we still don't know how long ago did he retire? All right. So he says, I see you started that. Being healthy is good. We are at where we are. It's the size of Rockford, but only 222 people. We have a few acres and longhorns just to enjoy. That, and I restore a car or two. Keeps me busy keeping things up, and I enjoy the quietness. Okay? So, picking up. The wife works. And we do church and shopping. Okay? So, let's see. And the wife is an OR nurse.
Yeah.
Okay? So you know what the wife does? And, something... Now, is that his first wife? Is that his second wife? Do you have any idea?
Nope.
So, all right. So you're asking him, what does your wife do? Well, he already told you.
Yeah.
He already told you. So, to keep it up, and right now, it's not looking too good.
Right.
But, what did you do before you retired? So we'll come down here, and we're going to ask him a question. I forgot to ask earlier. How long have you been retired? Now, all he has to do there is put a number in. Now, as soon as he puts the number in, then you could ask, depending on how long it's been, his wife is working, he's living in a small town, he repairs cars on the side. On a scale from... Now, you might ask him, here, I restore a car or two, it keeps me busy. Now, are you doing that because you want to be busy, or are you doing it for income?
Ah, yep, okay.
Okay? So, I mean, that's the way it works. Now, another thing, you need to be, now who is this June?
That's my niece.
Okay. See, on a daily basis, you need to be talking to, there need to be 10 to 20 conversations here every day.
There is. Look, I've been doing what you said.
Well, I'll tell you something. I hear that all the time. I've been doing what you said, but we're not exactly doing what you said.
Well, apparently not, because I'm not getting the answers that
Right.
I should.
Right. It's like I'm giving you a recipe to a cake. And when you follow the recipe, you focus on the other person. It is not about you. You don't have to talk about you. Everything a person needs to know about you, they can get right off of your profile. And so, but listen, everybody gets there. Okay, it doesn't take. You're learning the dance. Now let's go over and take a look at. Let's see, where are we here? Now, do you understand what you did wrong with your searches?
I think so. I'm going to get on there. You said I wasn't specific enough?
No, when you search, you have to search using specific words.
Okay.
Okay? And they have to be in sequence. They have to be precise. They have to be exact. Otherwise, one character off and you get nothing. So the easy way to do it is to say, well, show me all the people that live in... Now, Bob is doing 90% of his social media on his phone. And that's where all of you are going to end up. 90%. The only thing you really need your a laptop or a desktop for to do today is going to be to set up the account. So let's take a look at... Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so let's go over here and we'll take a look at Connie, who has already made a couple of sales. And now while I'm logged into Connie's account, I'll give you an example of how to search. You start up here and you can say, show me all of the people who live in, say, your city. So Dallas. Show me all the people who live in Dallas. Hit the enter key. Now you can scroll down and you could look at these folks. The first people who come up are going to be your friends. The next group of people are going to come up based on your DNA, match your background, match your experience. Don't just go over here and go add a friend, add a friend, add a friend, because some of these people might not be interested in talking to you, okay? So people live in Dallas. People live in any city. People who live in Nashville. For those of you that are in isogenics and your convention is coming up in August, start making friends in isogenics. Now you're going to run into Diamond Ambassador and Plexus, a coach, a trainer, a consultant. You look at their profile and you get a better idea of who they are and what they do. Holistic health mentor. This is all you need. You don't need a capture page. Now, if you got a capture page, if you've got a system that's already set up, wonderful. Nobody's telling you to abandon it, but fill your funnel up with people this way. There's no reason for you to spend any money on advertising or traffic. Anytime anybody talks to you about traffic, run the other way. Or you might come back and have a conversation. Let me ask you a question. How much do you spend on traffic? How much do you spend? How many leads do you get for that? Traffic. Well, how many leads can you get this way? Thousands of leads. And it's free. You got so many leads to talk, people to talk to, you can't possibly talk to all of them. So we do the people thing. Now we come up here and we say, you know what? My favorite pastime is ballroom dancer. Oh. Now, let's say your favorite hobby, your passion is ballroom dancing. People who like ballroom dancing. You got all these people that like ballroom dancing. Now, this is funny, okay? Melanie McFarland, at one point in time, was the top earner in It Works. Top earner. 5 years ago, 3 women passed her using Facebook and using social media. I love her. She's a wonderful woman, but she is in the dark ages as far as social media is concerned. Okay? And, you know, it kind of is what it is. So all these people like ballroom dancing. And now we can come up here and we can say, you know what? How about people who like German Shepherds? So we click on people. And it looks like we're not going to get any. Why? Because our search is off. Get rid of that. People who like German Shepherds. Okay. So we're not getting results. How about people who like dogs? You have to play around until you get the right combination of words to find the types of people that you would like to talk to. You're looking to connect with people that are into fitness? Just type in fitness. Hit the enter key. Now, you're going to get garbage when you do it this way. You come up here and you do people who like fitness. Hit the enter key. You get better results. How about get specific? People who like Zumba. A form of fitness. Look at all these people. And here you go. Here I teach network marketers how to cut through the BS and get results. Well, how does she do that? A lot of now Melanie is one of my students. She went through a couple of my boot camps, and now she's a social media trainer. A lot of social media trainers are out there that have been through my classes. Some of them are teaching what I taught them. Some of them are teaching their own versions, and I can't say that I agree with what a lot of these people are teaching. They have to put their own spin on it. And hey, listen, everybody knows what they know. So this is the way you search for people. And you have unlimited access to people. You find somebody you like, you talk to them, you find out that they're looking for something, and what do? You just put them in your funnel. But, and this is really, really important, and I'm going to flip back over here because we made this point the other night, okay? There's 21,400 Avon ladies in Australia and New Zealand that are looking for a new home. You can connect with thousands of experienced network marketers. They're looking for new homes for all kinds of reasons. Now, if you had to pay $100 every time you gave someone the link to your website or try to put them in your funnel, you would have to be very selective and qualify everyone, or you will go broke. You'll go broke. How do you qualify people? You ask them a couple of questions. Doesn't take very long. So what we're going to do now is let's come over and we're going to unmute Connie.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Connie. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So anybody else sign up with you between last night and today?
I had one last night.
So you got another one?
Yes.
So now that's what, 2 or 3?
That's 2.
Good for you. Was that before boot camp or after boot camp?
This was during boot camp. So, do you mean as of last night?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. So during boot camp you sign them up. That's fine.
Correct. Yes.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So you're talking to people here, and you gave me a list. Let's go over there and see.
So one of them on my list, Shelly Paris.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she could be amazing. I have absolutely no idea if she has any experience with network marketing.
Okay, so where do we go? Here we go. Shelly, Shelly.
Shelley.
Shelley Harris?
Yes.
Okay.
She is somebody that I met about 11 years ago
Mm-hmm.
at a restaurant that I was working at, and that's when I was with Arbonne, and I actually sold her my skincare line.
Gotcha.
And then we just reconnected on Facebook, I think maybe a year or two ago. And then I just used your birthday script for her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just trying to check out what kind of information she gives you on her page. But this is somebody that you know. And so sponsored development at the Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce. Details. See, whatever people put on the profile, whatever they talk about, is divorced, is up for conversation. So she works for the Chamber of Commerce, and before that she worked for the Downtown Vegas Alliance. Okay. So since 2016, Chief Administration Officer for the Downtown Vegas Alliance, okay? Now, you're right. Now, okay. So, having a birthday in 2 days. See, this is where the advanced birthday wish really, really works. What are you up to? Working in Vegas, living the dream, which reminds me, weren't you having some issues with your new space? I hope all is well with you. Is that what she's talking about?
A post that I had done quite a while ago on a rental property that we just had moved into.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you doing for work? Selling sponsorship and advertising. I worked in marketing for Harley Davidson. Dream job. It didn't pay worth the crap. Now, she was active 1 minute ago. Now, did you know that she was divorced? Did you know how long she was married?
I did know that she was divorced.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about it, but I do know that I did know that she had gone through a divorce from her posts on Facebook.
Well, okay. Was it her idea or was it his?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Selling sponsorships, advertising. When I first got her, I worked in marketing. Okay. What we do, we always look at the answer. Now, where was she? How long has she been in Vegas? You know?
I believe she moved there just a couple of years ago.
Where?
I met her when we both lived in Minnesota.
Okay, so you met her in Minnesota. Okay, so, so we'll use that. Las Vegas. Okay. The weather in Las Vegas is so much different than Minnesota. Why did you move? Okay. So what we want to do is we're asking an open-ended question. Now, what we could do is worked in marketing for Harley Davidson, dream job, but it didn't pay. Now, we could, of course, we could say, what was so dreamy about it? And I kind of like that better. Okay, we can save this for our next question. Okay? No, I like that better. Send it over. So, another thing we can ask her is, okay, what made that your dream job? What was it about Harley Davidson? What was it about that job that made it your dream job? Now, you're absolutely right that it is a dream job. It is a great position because working in that arena, she's networking, she's meeting a lot of people. So tell me about your experience with her and Arbonne. She was a customer?
She was a customer, yes.
Okay. Do you know if has she ever been involved with network marketing in any way?
I have no idea.
Okay. But you see, you know her. You know her. And so what I would do strategically is first, well, okay, why'd you move? Do you know what her husband did?
No, I don't. I didn't have a personal relationship with her. It was more just meeting her through the restaurant and then introducing her to my product at the time.
Okay, got it. Okay, and so, right, so you were a waitress and she was a patron in the restaurant.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so now you find out why she moved. And then what was it about that working for Harley Davidson? Why was that your dream job? What was it about that made it your dream job? Let her tell you. Well, how do you like what you're doing now? And then, you could flat out ask her. Say, listen, I'm curious. In all the time that I've known you, well, let's see. She's in sales. She's clearly been in sales for a long time. So you might ask, listen, all the time, I'm really curious. See, you want her to ask you about you. You want her to be able to say, so what are you doing now? And when she asks you what you're doing now, that's where you would say, hey, listen, I've got an internet business. And you know what the answer there is. I got an internet business. It's going to enable me to retire next year. What experience do you have with network marketing? Now, if she doesn't ask you, because you know her, you can be a little more proactive about it. Find out what her dream job is. What made that her dream job? She's selling advertising. She's got a salary. They pay her a little bit of a salary, and she's earning, some kind of a commission. So the question would be, how long have you been in your new business? Since Arbonne?
I have been with Melaleuca now for almost 8 years.
Okay. So you knew her prior to 8 years. It's been that long?
It's been that long, yes.
Okay, perfect.
It was about 11 years ago, I think.
Okay. So, see, what you're doing is you're looking for the opportunity to say something like, many people today, myself included, are turning to the internet to make extra and full-time income. What experience have you had with network marketing? Or depending upon how the conversation goes, it could be, would you be interested in learning how you can make some extra income? Or because you know her and she's typing a lot, you could be proactive. And when I say proactive, I don't mean aggressive. I don't mean being pushy. You want to find out. I'm curious. Since I met you, I've done a lot of things. Now, were you making money when you were working with Arbonne?
No, sir.
Okay. So, again, we could be proactive. We could say, listen, Shelly, you know, I met you in addition to waitressing. You know, you were my customer. I was selling your products. But just like your dream job didn't pay very well, I didn't make very much money with Arbonne. And well, I found another opportunity, and it's made a world of difference. The best part about it is I do it over the internet, and but I'd really be curious before I went down that road. I would be asking, listen, you know, you've had a very success. This is probably the way I would go with this. You know, Shelley, you've had a very, very successful career in sales. So I'm curious, you know, what experience have you had with network marketing? Keep it on her. You don't have to tell your story. Her perception of you is you used to be her waitress when she'd go into your restaurant and you were selling her Arbonne. All right? She's a high power. Let's look at her page again. In fact, here's what we're going to do. See, she didn't answer. Never, never, never give up. So, we're going to use that. And we want to get her attention. Now, she hasn't seen this. Hasn't seen it. So we're going to come over here. And we're going to go to Google Images. All right, and we're going to do a search. Never give up course. And now, of course, you know, the secret of our success is that we never give up. So we're looking for something. So we're looking for something. Okay. So I kind of like never give up, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. Never give up, and victory will be yours. So we want to send something to her. And I'm going to go with we'll do this one. So we'll take this, right click, we're going to copy it, and we're going to go back over here. Okay? And what we're going to do first is we're going to post it on our page. Okay? So this is an action, it's an activity you're posting anyway. Just copied it. Pop it in there. Paste it. Now once it's in there, we're going to post it. Now what we can do is we can share it. So we go over here, hit share, send it as a message.
She just responded as well.
She did. What a surprise. So, Shelley, I thought of you. Pop it over. Okay? Now, we're going to come back over to our conversation. And the way to get back would be hit the little wheel, open up in Messenger. And now we're going to have some fun. You got her attention. She asked the question. She gave you one word, winter. See, the secret to having great conversations, to get the conversation going, is to ask them a question, and you're going to go, winter, I hear you. Winter, and we're going to go LOL, laughing out loud. You don't need more room in the closet. In the closet. Because, now where do you live now?
I'm in Indiana.
Okay. More room in the closet because you don't need the heavy clothes. Okay, now, I'm curious. What was it about working for Harley Davidson that made it your dream job? So we got her attention. We didn't need to do that. And so what was it about Harley Davidson that made it your dream job? Let her tell you. Now when she comes back and she tells you what it was, that's going to determine where the conversation's going to go. But where you'd like it to go is you say, I'm curious. Now notice, did you see the little, this just popped up? Did you see that?
Yes.
Okay, which means that you sent her a message, she went mobile, she's reading it, now she just read it, see? Just read it. And now she's typing. Who needs traffic when you can do this 10, 20 times a day? So we're going to have a little fun with this, and it's a good thing that I don't have a coaching session right now because I'm going to stay with you until it's done. And in this conversation right here, we're going to be able to take it all the way as long as she continues to answer. All you have to do is ask the right questions. And it's all about her. It's not about you. Her perception of who you are was you're that very, very nice lady that you waited on her when she'd stop in your restaurant. She bought Arbonne products from you. She has no clue as to what you're doing now. At the same time, you have no idea as to what her sales and marketing experience was. And it's going to be very, very simple to find out. Take less than 5 minutes, back and forth, and understand that she knows all about network marketing. Not just because she was a customer of yours, But because of her position working at the chamber in the downtown area, she's got everybody in down. They do not have to be politically correct. Bikini bike wash, wet t-shirt contest, edgy marketing. I laughed out loud every single day for over 2 years. So we're going to use another expression, ROFL. And that means rolling on the floor laughing. I'll bet. Now, let's just go to it, okay? So we're going to bring her up to date on you. She's not asking you. All right? She's not asking you. So, but keep it on her. I'm curious. You've been in sales for a very long time. And what experience have you had with network marketing? Okay, other than the fact that you were a customer of mine in the past when I sold you Arbonne products. Okay? Pop that over. You know it. All right? We want to find out what her experience is, and I will bet you she has plenty. Plenty. Now, she's working for the chamber. She's working for the city. She's busy. We know she's not driving down the hot. We have no idea what she's doing. But she's typing. She's typing. She's active, and now we're just going to wait for that answer. Find out what experience she had. Now, because we mentioned Arbonne, we know that she's not going to confuse network marketing with marketing and the internet. You want to find out what her experience was. And we can tie it to her comment about she didn't make a lot of money. You know, I was in Arbonne for a bunch of years, but then I discovered, and this is going to be the key. This is going to be the thing that she is absolutely going to love. Because whatever her experience with network marketing is in the past, it did not relate to the internet. It did not relate to Facebook. It did not relate to LinkedIn. So you're going to be able to say, listen, a couple of years ago, 8 years ago, I discovered a way. I got involved with another company, and I discovered a way to make great income online, an hour or two a day. I'll also bet you she knows all about Maluka. Okay? Her perception of Maluka, her perception about every company is going to be based on her experience, and most likely it meant inviting people over to your home, doing home parties, all that other stuff. So, at the appropriate time, when you determine what her past experience has been, you want to find out if she would be open to learning how she can make extra income in addition to what she's currently doing, that's a script in the script book, would you be interested in making some extra income? That could turn into full time, but you got to know what her experience is first. Is all this making sense?
Yes, it is. And I'm so grateful. This is so good for me. I'm over here with sweaty palms.
Well, just remember, patience. Patience. It's all about her. We pushed it a little bit, but we're not being, we're not going, hey, you may or may not be. I hate when people, they're out there teaching this. The average person that's being taught garbage they would have already hit her with, Shelley, this may or may not be of interest to you, but I just want to let you know what I'm doing. And
oh my gosh, Max, I can't tell you how many times I've sent that message.
Did it work?
Never.
Okay. Of course it never worked. You're only going to talk about it. I got to bring that image back up. You're only going to talk about it when you know they've got a need, when you know it's going to fit. You will never be rejected. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. We're definitely going to get this posted. I'm going to have to get it spliced. And until next time, we'll be back at 1 o'clock with our last session. For those of you that are interested, if you're this weekend, there will be no Saturday trainings. This weekend we have our 2-day top earner retreat, and we're going to share some things with you that are truly going to be life-changing, and you're not going to get that kind of training anywhere else. And I just want to wait one more second or two because I got a feeling she's going to come back at you. And
if he doesn't right away, Max, should I just go ahead and leave it and plan on tuning in at 1?
Yeah, you can do that. And as a matter of fact, you can do that. Why don't you come back at 1 o'clock, and we'll pick it up there. And that's the beautiful part about this. You can do it. You can walk away. You come back. You do it when it's convenient for you. And you're all heading down the same road. You're doing a great job. I'll talk to you all next time. Best of luck in building your business, everyone, and God bless.